dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. Losing a loved one is hard, but losing a loved one and not having an estate plan is even harder. Attorney Harlan Mitchell witnessed what not having an estate plan can do to families and decided to use his experience to do something about it.
One of the main reasons I switched into this is that I had two children who lost both parents. Grandparents came and adopted them, and unfortunately the grandparents passed and left no provisions for those children. And so they had their brother, who used to be their uncle before they were adopted, take them in to raise. And now he's left struggling trying to care for them because there was no provision, no funding for them. And with a few simple documents, we could have prevented all that had they come to see me before any of this happened.
I encourage you to go to BamaEstatePlanning.com or give Harlan Mitchell a call at 256-216-9884. Again, that website is BamaEstatePlanning.com. Let Harlan Mitchell help you with estate planning. Do it for those you love, and do it today. You've heard me talk about telemedicine at Trinity Medical Care Center here on The Mark White Show. With Trinity Medical Care Center's telemedicine, you can skip the commute and get the care you need from the safety and comfort of your own home. You can contact Trinity Medical Care Center by calling 256-489-3192. You can also schedule an appointment on the web by going to trinity-medicalcare.com. Again, give them a call at 256-489-3192 and give telemedicine a try today. Is it time for a haircut? Go see my friends Philip Butler and B.H. Parker at Southwind Barbershop, located at 1637 Lee Street in Rogersville, Alabama. Give them a call at 256-247-5658. That's 256-247-5658.
Experience the difference at Athens Bible School. The vision and purpose is to provide each student a quality education in a Christ-centered environment to develop the whole person spiritually, mentally, physically, and socially in safe and supportive surroundings. The solid biblical foundation permeates learning and culture in the classrooms and every extracurricular activity.
Hey everybody, this is Daryl Worley, and you're listening to The Mark White Show. Hey, step up and make a difference like he does.
Hey y'all, this is Jeff Foxworthy, and you can make a huge difference in somebody's life. You just may not have figured out how yet, and that's why you're listening to The Mark White Show.
Hi, this is Maggie Peterson. I played Charlene Darling on The Andy Griffith Show, and you are listening to The Mark White Show.
Hi, folks. This is Ricky Skaggs, and you're listening to The Mark White Show.
Hello, I'm Gene Stallings, and this is The Mark White Show. Get off the sideline and get involved and make a difference in your community.
You are listening to The Mark White Show. My daddy is your host, Mark White.
Welcome to another edition of The Mark White Show, where we have Cora White beside us. Listening in is her Pawpaw Green. Doug Green, who owns Green's Dependable Hardware in Russellville, Alabama, is here with us to talk about Green's Dependable Hardware and what's been happening during the Christmas holidays and even how COVID-19 has affected business. Welcome to the Mark White Show, Doug Green.
Hey, it's good to be here.
Glad to have you, and I'm sure it's been a busy time at Green's Dependable with the Christmas holidays as people start to get ready, things around the house or gifts that they're wanting to give this Christmas. We're getting real close to that special day.
It is. It's getting really close. They've been buying gifts and things like that, and also trying to fix things up for company coming in if they're fortunate enough to have company coming in.
One of the things I think about with the colder weather are pipes busting, things that people need to fix around the house. It's that time of year too.
Right. We've already had just a little bit of cold weather, but looks like we've got some more on the way. So yeah, we're all ready for that with all the plumbing supplies, insulation, and covers for the outdoor faucets, and just all that kind of stuff to keep your pipes from freezing. Hadn't had a good freeze in several years, so you don't want to get caught unprepared.
I know on a happier note, Cora loves to go to Green's Dependable and ride the bicycle around. There's actually lots of toys and different things that kids can enjoy there at Green's Dependable.
Yeah, we don't have toys like we used to, but we still have quite a few toys, and the kids seem to like to come in and look around at the stuff that Dad's working with, and help Dad pick stuff out and play with the plumbing parts and all that kind of thing, and it's really good for them. They learn a lot doing that.
That's really good. Cora has a program that she likes, and he talks about science and different things that kids can learn, kind of like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. If they're showing things that kids can learn and actually tangible items that they can put in their hand, it is a good experience for kids.
Yeah, it is. And I watched a Mr. Rogers documentary last night, as a matter of fact, and it was wonderful what he did and the way he related to children. And we always, if a child comes in, we always try to kind of give them special attention and make them feel comfortable coming into a hardware store, make it a fun experience, and just kind of talk to them a little bit and about how they're helping Dad and all that kind of stuff.
There may be some things at Green's Dependable Hardware that people don't realize that you carry. Of course, we've got lawn equipment, garden equipment. Then you get over to the paint section. You have a really nice paint section there at the store. You can talk about that, and of course with the plumbing, electrical, a wide array of hardware supplies there at the store.
Yeah, we try to be a good, well-stocked hardware store for the community, and like you said, we do the computer match for paint, so we can match anything they want to bring in. We can shoot a picture of it. If you got a cushion on a couch or something and you want a color that's going to match it on the walls, we can shoot that cushion and get that exact color or get something kind of similar that will contrast it. So yeah, that's lots of fun to play with that. In the spring, we test pool water. A lot of people don't know that we do that, and of course all the basic plumbing, hardware, electrical needs, and of course lawn and garden equipment, and lots of parts in stock for lawn and garden equipment that you don't find much anywhere else.
Well, in knowledge and experience, because you have a lot of knowledge and experience when it comes to Green's Dependable. You've been there a long time.
Well, we've been at it for quite a while. I've been there for 36, 37 years. And the store itself, we're getting ready to celebrate our 75th anniversary.
Wow.
So that's really exciting. And one thing that we're doing is we're reaching out to the community. There's been a lot of people worked at Dependable True Value or Dependable Service Center over the last 75 years. And we're asking folks to bring in pictures or send us pictures that we can print off. And we want to make a wall of fame as such to show all the different people that have worked. Most every family has a grandpa or an uncle or a cousin or somebody that worked at Dependable at one time.
75 years, I guess so.
Lots of
That's
people.
2 or 3 generations can be.
Yeah. I have people bringing in their grandkids now that I waited on when they were coming in with their dads. And it's a lot of fun when they do that and tell you who they are and brings back a lot of good memories. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun to do this 75th. It's actually like 2 more years before our actual anniversary, but it takes a while to get all this stuff together, especially like the pictures and things.
Sure. Well, you think about Alabama celebrated 200 years. They started celebrating 2 or 3 years before it ever happened. So you have to take time to get ready. But that's a great idea to bring in pictures of people who have been a part of Green's Dependable Hardware, Dependable True Value over the years. I think that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah, it's just lots of folks. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of the people that I have probably forgotten about. Just in the time that I've been there, there's been lots of people, but I've heard a lot of talk of people before that, that I never got to meet, that started working with Dependable and then either moved on to other things or whatever. But that's going to be a lot of fun.
This is not a bad way to ask for pictures, Doug. Right now, if people are listening and they're in the Russellville, Franklin County area, anywhere around the area, and they've ever worked at True Value, Dependable, there in Russellville, Alabama, to send a picture, let you know.
It is. Matter of fact, like, for example, a cousin of mine that lived in Birmingham, he just passed away just 3 or 4 months ago. When he was a kid, he worked at Dependable True Value. And it's just amazing. I'm expecting pictures from people just all over the country of cousins and grandpas and whoever. And there's a lot of good memories in that store. I'll have people come in and they'll talk about buying a firearm. Their dad bought them a firearm or a rifle or a .22 rifle, something like that when they were a kid. One fella even came in one time and showed me a receipt, took it out of his wallet where his dad had bought him a .22 rifle when he was just a little fella. And of course, we don't do firearms anymore. But it's memories like that are great. Used to, when I first started with Dependable, one of my favorite jobs was buying the toys at Christmas time. And we would go to Chicago to the hardware show, the hardware market, and I would spend 3 days just buying toys. That's all I did, while Brad Reeves usually was the one that was with me, and or I was with him, really. But he would be off buying the hardware and things like that, and I would spend the whole time in the toy department. And it was really, really fun. That was back in like the early 80s.
Wow.
And we had a lot of toys back then. So times have changed, and we've changed with the times, but it always remains interesting, and it's always really a fun job.
Well, and those experiences like you shared with the gentleman pulling out the receipt, his dad purchasing that gun for him, those are experiences and memories that somebody has all of their life, and it ties them to your business and also brings loyalty with it too. If somebody remembers that and they remember that feeling going into the business and depend on that business for certain items, then it does create that connection where that person wants to keep coming back to your business.
Yeah, for generations. And I don't have to tell you that things are a lot different now than they were in the 70s. And the store we're in now was actually built in 79, and before that there were 2 other stores downtown that had burned, or they moved out of one and one burned, and then they moved up on the highway where we are now. That's quite a few years.
I'll never look at that building the same. I match the age of the building.
Oh, really?
79 and 79. So when I walk in, I'll say, well, this building's as old as I am. I hope it keeps looking as good.
Yeah, and I've been there since like 84, I think.
Wow.
So it's been a
Well, that's almost the year your daughter was born there.
Yeah,
it was. Well, Doug, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, I want to share how people can connect with Green's Dependable Hardware. I know we have a website people can go to, Facebook, and all those other things, but I want to make sure that they know how to connect, and we'll take a quick break and come back and share that, okay?
Great. Yes, sir.
All right, folks, we're talking to Doug Green. He is the owner of Green's Dependable, along with Betsy, and I hope you'll stick with us as we continue to talk about Green's Dependable and how you can find what you need at Dependable Hardware in Russellville, Alabama. You're listening to The Mark White Show and the Mary Faye Headrick Good Deeds segment, and I'm your host, Mark White.
Taking a test, Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking the tires. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Thompson Roofing and Construction is a locally owned family business serving the North Alabama and Southern Tennessee area. They are a Better Business Bureau A+ member since 2011 and a GAF Master Elite Contractor. Give them a call at 256-952-3309 or check them out on the web at 256roofing.com. They offer free inspections.
Thompson Roofing and Construction.
Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
Hey, good looking, don't worry about cooking. Head over to Tuscumbia, Alabama, grab a bite to eat, and visit the Alabama Music Hall of Fame, where they're honoring Alabama's music achievers. To plan your visit, go to alamhof.com or give them a call at 256-381-4417. Are you a first responder? At Husqvarna, we support the uniformed men and women who serve our country and communities. As a way to honor your service, we created the Military and First Responder Appreciation Program. As a first responder, you qualify for a discount on your purchase of Husqvarna power equipment. Get 10% off select commercial products at participating dealers. Whether you're starting a business or maintaining your property, you can count on Husqvarna. Find out why we're the brand that's trusted by real professionals. Visit Green's Dependable Hardware at 15220A Highway 43, Russellville, Alabama. You can also find them on Facebook at Green's Dependable Hardware. Give them a call at 256-331-0123.
Hey y'all, this is T. Graham Brown, and you're listening to my friend Mark White right here on the Mark White Show. Great guy. If you want to make a difference in your life, trust in God and never doubt, for surely He will see you out. Make a difference in somebody's life if you can only see me now.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I've brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, I will hate going out in the storm. But if you're there to hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. And the fire is slowly dying, and my dear
Welcome back to the Mark White Show and the Mary Faye Headrick Good Deed segment. I am your host, Mark White, and as I told you in the first segment, I'm here talking to Doug Green, my father-in-law, Green's Dependable Hardware, located in Russellville, Alabama. We're glad to have Doug with us right now to share about Green's Dependable. Welcome back to the Mark White Show, Doug.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Always glad to have you, and as we've talked about before, and we talked about in the first segment, the amount of time that True Value has been in Russellville, Alabama, 75 years. People still depend on Dependable Hardware when it comes to supplies that they need, plus the experience that you guys have at Green's Dependable.
Yeah, we always try to have people on hand who can help solve problems for customers and show them how to hook things up or whatever they might need. And I might just mention about Mr. Cecil Batchelor is the one that started this business. And he started it as Dependable Service Center. And even though now it's Green's Dependable Hardware and we're a True Value store, our tagline is still Your Dependable Service Center. We've tried to keep it alive for all these years. And Mr. Batchelor really started a good business. And later on, Miss Batchelor and then his son Greg and son-in-law Brad Reeves, they were running it when I came along. And then one thing led to another, and 13 years ago, it became Green's Hardware. So we're really excited to be carrying on a long-standing tradition. It's the oldest retail store in the city of Russellville.
Wow.
Yeah, probably in Franklin County, but I'm not sure about that. I won't claim that just out of the blue, but definitely in Russellville.
One of the things that I do want to bring out, Doug, and I want to encourage people to support small business, because it is important that these small businesses continue to exist, because even as you said, you've got generations of people who had jobs. You are a job provider in the community, as well as a product supplier. You supply people with things they need. When there's an emergency situation and somebody needs something for their home, they come to Green's Dependable and they can get what they need and quickly get it fixed, get the information they need. And it's vital for the entire community, whether it be for jobs or for the service you provide.
It is, and this year it's been real challenging to stay in stock on the things that people need. There's been a whole lot of changes in the marketplace this year due to the virus primarily. A lot of companies have gone out of business. A lot of manufacturers that are household names have actually gone out of business this year. And we've had to look for other resources to provide products that people need. But I guess that's one thing that makes the job fun is it's the challenge to keep things in stock and try to have everything people need when they're going to need it.
Well, you've definitely had a challenge, but
have.
You continue to be dependable. And that's the key word here is being dependable, and people can count on the business to be there and provide the service that you have. And we want them to support Green's Dependable however they can. And the many things that you offer, once again, if you don't mind, go through the list of things that people can find at Green's Dependable Hardware. Yeah,
I always thought Mr. Batchelor was a genius to name his business Dependable Service Center, because all three of those words are very key, important words. Dependable, of course, like you said, service, and we always try to offer personal service to everybody who comes in the store. And then the center, you want to be the center of the community and provide the needs that the community has. But yeah, plumbing, electrical, hardware, paint, outdoor power equipment. We're a Crown dealer with Husqvarna power equipment, and we offer, of course, warranty service and everything that goes along with that. That's chainsaws, trimmers, zero-turn lawnmowers, whatever. And recently, we've just taken on grasshopper mowers. So they're a really strictly commercial unit, a good, really heavy-built lawnmower. So we're proud to have those. Of course, lawn and garden as well, gardening tools, and I could just go on and on, really. But everything that you need to take care of a project around the house, we should have it covered.
And we want to make sure that people have the information they need. So the website, Facebook, phone number, address, all that information where people can connect with Green's Dependable Hardware.
Yeah, look for our Facebook page, Green's Dependable Hardware, on Facebook, and that's a great place to submit pictures. And that would just be so exciting to see people start sending those pictures in. Really looking forward to what comes of that. And we're going to post them probably on social media. If you have a problem with that, let me know. We won't do that if you don't want us to. And I can just imagine how big this display is going to be if we can get a picture of everybody that's worked at Dependable Service for the last 75 years. It's going to be really cool.
Address and phone number.
Address and phone number. We're Green's Dependable Hardware, 15220A, Highway 43 in Russellville, Alabama. We're right behind McDonald's or right across the street from the hospital. Number is 256-331-0123. That's pretty simple, isn't it?
Very simple. Doug Green, thank you for joining me here on the Mark White Show today. I'm glad that we could share about this small business, your small business that you're dedicated to, and appreciate your service to the community in Franklin County, Russellville, Alabama.
Thank you. I appreciate what you do as well. We're proud to be sponsors of the Mark White Show.
Thank you, Doug. Folks, Doug Green, Green's Dependable Hardware, Russellville, Alabama. Go give them a try. You find out more about Green's Dependable Hardware. Follow them on Facebook at Green's Dependable Hardware.
Your dependable service center.
Thank you, Cora White. Folks, you've been listening to another edition of the Mark White Show and the Mary Faye Headrick Good Deeds segment. I appreciate you joining me today. Share this show with your friends. Let them know about the Mark White Show and what we're trying to do to make a difference. This is Mark White encouraging you to find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today.
I love the dear hearts and gentle people who shout a friendly hi when they go passing by, who live and love in my hometown. These are my kind of people.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell rock.
Hi, everybody. This is DJ Thomas. You know, raindrops may be falling on your head, but on Kyla's Korner, she's living life sunny side up.
His bed, nothing seems to fit.
You are my sunshine, only.
This is Kyla Carter of Kyla's Korner. You can hear my segment every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time and 11 a.m. Eastern Time on The Mark White Show. Remember to tune in every Saturday and always live life sunny side up.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
If you like hickory smoked ribs that fall apart at the slightest pull, or barbecue shoulders that are so slow smoked each tender bite melts in your mouth, then you are going to love Baby Jack's Barbecue. Baby Jack's Barbecue in Bartlett and Arlington. Try the barbecue chicken, beef brisket sandwich, barbecue potato, it is huge, or the Baby Jack Trio, pork, turkey, or beef brisket sliders. You like wet ribs? They like dry ribs. Get one slab that has them both. Catering? Baby Jack's can feed a family or an army. Drive in, drive through, order online, or come in and set a minute. Baby Jack's Barbecue in Bartlett at Highway 70 in Appling, or in Arlington at Highway 70 just a block west of 385.
You've heard me talk about telemedicine at Trinity Medical Care Center here on The Mark White Show. With Trinity Medical Care Center's telemedicine, you can skip the commute and get the care you need from the safety and comfort of your own home. You can contact Trinity Medical Care Center by calling 256-489-3192. You can also schedule an appointment on the web by going to trinity-medicalcare.com. Again, give them a call at 256-489-3192 and give telemedicine a try today. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. Losing a loved one is hard, but losing a loved one and not having an estate plan is even harder. Attorney Harlan Mitchell witnessed what not having an estate plan can do to families and decided to use his experience to do something about it. I encourage you to go to BamaEstatePlanning.com or give Harlan Mitchell a call at 256-216-9884. Again, that website is BamaEstatePlanning.com. Let Harlan Mitchell help you with estate planning. Do it for those you love, and do it today.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. I don't need to hang my stocking there above the fireplace. Santa Claus won't make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. And all the lights are shining so brightly everywhere. The sound of children's laughter fills the air, and everyone is singing. I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one I really need? Won't you please bring my baby to me? I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. I just wanna see my baby standing right outside my door. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. All I want for Christmas is you.
We may never see tomorrow anyway. Let's all do something good today. Oh, won't you hear me, people, when I say, well, let's all do something good